a long opportunity.
That's
I didn't even go in and look, I could have went in.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't.
time going.
Yeah,
I'm holding up with the whole thing thing.
but they're.
Well, I know you
That's
don't like
Christmas Saturday.
Saturday.
And it's
Well,
all,
It's not that I don't like seeing mirrors, it's
Because you're expensive too.
Yeah. Weird.
That's very weird. That's very weird.
I'll leave these two up so you can see, but I don't think the other one's down.
So if you were working at a concert, somebody that you liked, when it was starting, because you go in and just watch concerts,
Soldiers.
a seat somewhere.
And there's always, I was
Stand. Gotcha. That's cool. Yeah. And this one's flexing. I am flexing. There you go. You just stretch out. How about let's point? Point. Take. Really squeeze. Do you have new hands on, speaking of clothes, because those are very cute.
Thank you.
Not new.
They're not new, but they are reversible, and so the other side has white and green, and sometimes I wear them white, sometimes I wear them green.
That's interesting.
I was feeling green.
Where do you find reversible hands?
It's a place called CBG.
Okay.
It's a company out of Massachusetts, and they're online. So I just go
That's the same.
online.
You're not gonna find it up in Walmart, that's for sure.
No,
Right.
no.
Cool.
Are you toes cramping?
Yes.
Good.
This is my bad. I've got the thing going right here, so
Yeah,
I can get it out.
now it's fine. I just saw you flopping your toes, and I thought,
So last night, Jacqueline taught some body stuff in Billy Hill because we're doing weight floor stuff and some of the girls need a bit. Anyway, myself included. That was kind of interesting that she does some of the same things you do.
huh,
And I'm like going, guys, come to class, it's easy. We operate here for cheap price.
yeah,
Too much hamstring yesterday.
oh, yeah.
We did a lot of hamstring yesterday.
I'm all in the calf, but I didn't do anything to my hamstrings yesterday. So. I mean, if we hung out together.
Yeah.
There we go. And point. Tight.
I think that's what I forget sometimes. I go, okay, I can point. Doesn't mean it's.
Right, you gotta, my whole lower from the waist down is all contracted, squeezing. And flex. And really pull back. Oh my goodness. My calf muscles are like, what is going on today? They're gonna be in for a surprise. All right, now let's point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And fold, and 3, and 2, and 1, and then let's open to technically first position. And I'm still pulling back on my toes. And then point. So they should still be open, like first, right? Sometimes they look like they come back together, right? And then we have Tina over here, who's just like,
Oh my gosh.
feet right on the floor. Can you point your toes in that position? Oh, yeah. No. Just jerk.
I can't go straight down that far. What do you mean?
No, I just meant they look out, but they don't look all the way pointed. Okay, that's good. I like it. And then flex. Try and not let your knees, like, this is a surefire sign that you're not squeezing. Right? I did it because I was trying to be like Tina, put my feet on the floor.
Right?
My feet don't open that far. And then point. And then we're gonna go quick. Flex and point, flex and point, flex. Oh my gosh, this is like hello, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. There you go. Okay. Don't get up though, don't get up. I would hate for you to miss out on any be sitting that might happen while we're down here, since we're here anyway, why not? And I know you worked your abs a little bit today, along with your calf muscles and all the other pieces, parts that we're gonna do. So, I know last time we talked about this. When we do V-sit and we start to bring those toes in, right? My hips actually sort of hinge a little bit back, right? Before I bring my legs up. If you're out here and you're trying to lift your legs, you're making it really hard. And while I like hard, I also like for you to be able to do it. So if you rock those hips back as you start, I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Right? Rock them back before you lift. Come with elbows. Yeah.
Basically, you're sitting on your chest, on the backside of your tailbone.
Yes. And then bring it down. Touch those toes. And then you sit. You feel those abs, don't you?
I don't feel like,
And then bring them down.
whatever connects my abs, my legs, and hip flexors. Yeah.
And then one more time, bring it up. And then we're gonna go open and close. Open and close. Keep those toes pointed.
Push your lower back down more. Can you get rid of your hip flexors then?
One more. And bring it down.
So if you're here and your back's up too high, then I feel hip flexors. But as soon as I push my back into the floor, I feel abs.
Yeah, like my back.
With all the stuff we did, I understand. That being a part of my abs here.
I just know for me, you can sit up, right? Because it's a nice straight looking V, but I tend to roll back with my
You can see
hips,
her crunching her
see
belly.
my belly, and then all of that goes in there.
And then you can feel like the pit of your belly.
Yes. That's a good describer of the feeling.
It's
Hit
like
your
down
belly.
deep inside.
Yes.
It's like when we're trying to push the feet to the ceiling concept, and you're like, going, it doesn't go, that's where it should feel.
All right.
Nice descriptive words.
No, it was good. Man, maybe look at myself in the mirror. Woo!
Definitely been working abs this week. Yay.
Wow. Then you're gonna love these. That's other things we're gonna do, because they're not gonna be abs. That was our abs portion. No, you always use your abs. Okay, so let's start with the, no, you're fine. I'm not patient. So 5 positions of the feet. So first position, heels together, toes apart. Point, and we're brushing the floor and pushing that toe as we point, and then we drop the heel, right? Remember that. Even drag. It helps. 4. And make sure that heel and toe are lined up, right? So that when you bring it up to come in 5th, they're right together, out to 2nd, into 1st. It gives you just a little bit more when you push on the floor, when you're really trying to arch your foot, right? So let's do the left side. Point, drop the heel, 2nd, lift, letter T, third, point, drop your heel to fourth, right? Fourth is, there's a space, and then lift into fifth, up to second, into first. All right, arm position. So this is preparatory, that one doesn't count. So we'll start first, right? Second, this one's gonna come up. Third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, other side. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down. Just remember, there's that line right down the middle of you, and when those hands go up or come front, they want to not cross over that line, right? So you have, it helps you keep your shoulders down, which I'm sure you all had your shoulders down, and your chest was lifted. I can feel it in my bones. So now let's put them together, which is so fun. Okay, remember, third position, it's opposite arm. So we're gonna go into third, and this arm is gonna come up, right? That's that whole, you don't walk like this thing. All right, so first position, arms and feet. Point that toe. Second, lift that heel again. Third, point that toe front. Fourth, drop your heel, lift it up. Fifth position, crown. Open, over, down, other side. Open, drop your heel. Now it's going to be this arm into third, front, into fourth, lift, into fifth, and then open, over, down. Yay! Getting the brain juices working. So today, you know what? I want to make sure that we do, and if you need to grab onto something, I want to continue to work this. So, you know how I say really arch your foot, try and point that toe? This is one of the things that helps that. And so I just want to make sure that we're kind of like stretching out this front part of our foot. And if you can't do it, like I'm having trouble. No. You can go over there and grab that. All right, so now
Let's grab the first. It's got plain one.
I know, but if my foot is turned out and my hips are straight and my arms maybe are out, I should be able to just stand here. Now I'm determined. And then switch. And you're tucking that toe right under. It's like you're trying to make a letter C with your foot. Oh. And switch. I'll do it one more time on each foot. Can you feel the front of your foot like, hey? And then switch. All right, thank you. Just want to make sure. That's one of the few things you can do to help get that nicer point of your toe when you really point. If you notice, sometimes when you point, it's pretty straight, as in from your knee to your toe is pretty straight. But really what we're looking for, and I can even do it, oh, my toe just cracked.
I'm trying really hard to do it with my foot cramps right now.
Yes. But if you notice my toes, there's a little bit of a curve there, and when they're not cramping, right? So you get that nice arch through here. So that's what we're shooting for. Okay. We haven't done some things in a minute. Let's do, let's start fourth position. So right foot in front, fifth position. Because I'm thinking about tendu, to point, and close. Okay, tendu, and close. Tendu, and again, I don't know if you can hear my shoe, but I'm pushing on the floor, and I'm really pushing the arch of that foot to try and get that sort of letter C, even though I don't really have it. If you bring your arms out to second. Now we're going to go side. So we'll go side, and close, side. And if you notice, I'm not moving anything upstairs. It's just that bottom foot, bottom leg. And I'm pushing, and I'm pushing. Now we're going to close and back, so side, close and back. Now that you want to think about, right? Because it's not closing back like this, right? You want that toe, so if I put my weight down, I'd be back in fifth position, right? So when you do it, you want to make sure that you go back to that point, so your toe's kind of hiding behind your heel of the front foot, but you don't want to twist, right? So think about keeping, this is still, right? So second, goes back. Second, oh my, how's your hip on your other leg? Is it talking to you? 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Woo. Take that front leg away.
It's interesting how, like this, so when I'm working with the kids, well, any of my Latin folks, right? Ankles touch. That's the difference between what we're doing now and what we do in class. So, yeah. And they don't want to do it.
All right, let's do the other leg, because you don't want to walk around in a circle. All right, so we started fourth position, arms out, and again, I'm pushing that toe to the floor, so front and close, tendu and close. And notice my foot is not straight when it comes back, right? It turns out for that nice fifth position. And push, especially on the out. Right? It's kind of easy to push on the back. And 4, and 3, and 2. Now we're going to go side. So side and front, side and front, side. And I get my whole heel right on the floor. Side. And it comes all the way over to that toe. And 4, and 3, and 2. Now we're going to close back. So side, close back, side, close back, side. And last time when I was doing the other foot, I was kind of leaving the back foot up. I don't mind, really, for either. Woo. But if you can get that heel down without turning your hips, go for it. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. There you go.
And the shoulders.
Shoulders and the back. I know, I was thinking, we never do a lot of things with hands, so really it's hard to stretch your hands, but I mean like your wrist, right? And that's definitely one of those joints that get really used when people fall down, right? And you do it without even thinking about it. And if you don't have strong wrists, do something not nice to your wrist. So actually, while our legs are kind of recovering for a second, I was thinking about we could do, now I'm flexing my palm and I'm really trying to pull back on my fingers. And then they're going to go open, in, open. I was going to say out and open. That sounded Amish or something. Out, up, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And that also gets a lot of little muscles down here, which is nice, right? And then how about a circle?
Yeah.
Who knew I had Rice Krispies in my arms?
I think the hardest one with this is that when you started, then all of a sudden your elbows bend. You're going, oh, this is easier.
Yeah, try and keep your arms straight. It's giving you another point of resistance, right? so that you can feel these a little, and then go the other way. Because
She's messing with this because this is work, actually.
Yeah, my forearms are getting old. Well, if you're standing in first position and all that kind of stuff, right? You can feel your butt, you can feel your shoulders, you can feel your abs. No, she's messing with it, I promise.
it's just wrists, Chris, we're just working our wrists.
Okay.
She's
She's like-
crazy.
With the arms down, the shoulders like,
It was just wrists. How about open, close, open, close? So my palms are out and then they're in. So my wrists are leading the way.
would you say, like this, would you say you clench your butt pretty much the whole time?
Yes, I'm very tight. Especially so I don't fall over. But I'm in first position, and my knees are actually squeezing together, and my butt is kind of squeezing all together. And then let's go up. Let's see how that goes. Up. Now we're going. You gotta flip them though.
Yes, you did that cool.
Yeah.
Cause I can feel my lower abs.
Oh,
I'm clenched.
she's working it, ladies. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Just a wrist thing.
Yeah, right? But my shoulders are something else.
Yes, because they're all connected. You can't do wrists without shoulders if you're moving your arms. That's just crazy tough. All right. So.
I know. It goes quick.
So another thing I wanted to do today that we haven't done in a minute is run a little bit of ronde de jambe. So ronde de jambe, right? Same fifth position start as we did before, but that's when you point that toe front and half circle. And if you notice, when I circled, my other knee did a little bend called the demi-plie. And it's so you can get your toe out further, right? That's the whole idea. So hold your arms second position so you have a little balance. We're gonna ronde de jambe and up. Notice I don't move anything, but you can see that I'm going down and up, down and up. Ronde de jambe, back, ronde de jambe, front, ronde de jambe, back, ronde de jambe, front, 4, and front, and 3, and front, and 2, and front, and 1, and front. My other leg was like, hey, I'm gonna make you wobble a little bit because I'm getting mad. All right, let's put that left up in front. Again, arms out to second. Hopefully your shoulders are back and down, your chest looks like this. And so we're gonna try and do front, and then ronde de jambe, back, this side. Might be a little easier.
This way.
And 4, and front, and 3, and front, and 2, and front, and 1, and front. Very nice. So now that we've got ronde de jambe again, because we love that ronde de jambe, what I'd like to do is I want to do 3 little circles and then a round back. So I'm going to start with my toe pointed. My foot is turned out just a little, right? So if I put my heel down, boom, in the fifth, right? Lift that toe. So now we're going to do outward circles. So this way. And then 3 of those, 3 little circles, and then 1 big ronde de jambe to the back. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, around, back. And if you notice, your foot was up in the air. It was the trick, right? Because yes, we could definitely do around, and actually maybe we should start there. You know where I'm going now, though. So we'll keep it on the ground at first. So arms 2 seconds, and then 3 circles. 1, 2, 3 around back, and then point that other toe. And here we go again. 1, 2, 3 around back. Lift. 1, 2, 3 around back. Lift. 1, 2, 3 around back. Lift. 1. Chris has probably room for maybe 1 more.
I know, I see it. Oh, it's just went down.
2, 3 around. Okay. So now we'll have the lift on the rond de jambe, right? And if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed, when I did the rond de jambe, I kind of started a little bit before half, and I know I tell you not to do that all the time, but it gives you a little more oomph to get it around, right? To get that leg up and over. It doesn't have to be that high, it can be low, right? But pushing yourself is getting that leg a little higher. So it's your choice. So second position, we're gonna point that toe. We're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 around back. 1, 2, 3 around back. Point. 1, 2, 3 around back. Point. 1, 2, 3 around back. Point. 1, 2, 3 around back. If you notice, when I put my feet down, whether my heel is up or down, I'm always in that 4th, 5th position, right? So I'm keeping my hips nice and straight. When I do the rond de jambe, I might do a little of this, but really I need to keep it straight. Okay. 1 more set. Point that toe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 around back. Point. 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 That's pretty good. Keep those shoulders straight. 1, 2, 3 around back. Point. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3 around back. Thank you. Yep. Yep.
And there's the shoulders again.
Yep. Wow. No, we were working on rond de jambe. Right? No. Oh. Well, I would be remiss if we didn't do some releves.
Absolutely.
So let's start first position. I know that your shoulders are probably tired from being in second. So I was thinking we should probably do 5th, right? Because we're going up. Not that we'd squeeze our arms like that, but it kind of keeps us all in alignment. Remember not to bring your shoulders way back, right? I should be able to see my hand without moving my head, just my eyeballs, right? All right, here we go. And we're gonna, we're gonna do two slow and 4 quick. Okay. And we're gonna try and hold those slow ones, make them really slow. Are you ready? Here we go. Releve and down, releve and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releve and down. Squeeze those butts. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Releve, squeeze and down. Releve and down. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job.
If I don't squeeze my butt, my calves are like on fire.
But actually helps. It does actually help. It's harder to squeeze the butt cheeks together in second position, but you can still squeeze all of this.
So your butt doesn't crack down your back, your knees. Like,
Yes. And for variety, because we're in second, we have to have second arms. So, all right, are you ready? Here we go. And releve and down. Releve and down. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. And releve and down. releve, and down. It's harder in a second. 4, 3, 2. You really have to be balanced. Releve, and down. Releve, and down. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow.
So what I find on though, when you go slow, I tend to want to roll out.
Uh-huh.
You really have to like,
That foot, it kind of does a little, ooh, like a
when you
little.
go quick, it's not so bad. The slow as you go, oh, we can roll to our pinky toe, not really, but.
Yes. Well, your pinky toe is trying to help
It is, but
to keep you balanced, but
it can't.
you can't do it. Third position, right foot in front. Now it's really easy to squeeze everything, right? There should be no spaces, right? Everything's tight. Arms back to fifth. Are you ready? Here we go. And releve and down. I almost did it there. Releve
I know,
and
me too.
down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releve and down. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2. Last set. And releve and down. Releve and down. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Bring that back foot to the front.
It's like, oh, cool, stretching.
We're so close. We're so close.
Make sure you clench your butt. too.
Clench it. Everything should be squeezing. Are you ready? Here we go. Releve and down.
Actually, I'm doing a little bit of
Releve.
toe talk.
And down. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releve and down. Releve and down. 4, 3, 2. Last set. And releve and down. Releve and down. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! There you go, ladies. If you're not thinking about me on Friday, or actually, I think it got Saturday.
Yeah, I got you, Saturday.
It got me Saturday. Like it was the sleeper stuff.
So, what, that's what mine do. It's always like the next day. I want to say this because I think people, especially because they'll hear it online later, is that if you don't clinch, it's all calves. But
Yes.
if you clinch, you can feel your hamstrings, your glutes, and your abs.
Yeah.
And then when you're lifted, your whole torso upstairs is taut. And people don't do that.
Yes.
And they're like,
It's
"Well, I
really
can do
important."
This is easy.
Yeah.
Bounce it, but not working.
Yep. You can always do something the easy way, but you're kind of cheating yourself.
Absolutely.
So I know when I get here, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. And then I get here and I'm like, well, here, I'm here now. I might as well take advantage of the fact that I'm here and really
Doing the thing.
do it. Yes. Otherwise, why do I keep coming back? So I try to bust my own butt.
Absolutely.
So let's do one up thing. Let's do some developes, which is, you don't fall over first. How about if you use your arms? So passe, extend, step. So passe, extend, step. Passe, extend, and if you notice, my knee points a little to the side, even though we're going front, side, front, step, side, front, step, side,
So your
front,
kicks go
step,
front.
side, yes. I'm thinking here now, but yes. Yeah, try and get that kick to go to the front. It's kind of like a pass-through. So when we do passe, a lot of times, at least in ballet, they're to the side, right? Instead of to the front, like this, right? But on that one, we're going side, but it's just to get around that standing leg, so you can extend it out, right? Extend it out. So then it's sort of so.
There we go.
She's.
I'm making sure you are on camera.
Oh, good. I was afraid that I might not be on camera for a second there.
Go get your boy.
Thank you.
Just realize what time it is.
Yeah, we're gonna, I like these. We're gonna stretch in a second. We're just gonna do a couple more of these. Okay, so passe, extend, step. Passe, extend, step. The passe doesn't have to be high, you can do it low, right? Passe, extend, step. Passe, extend, step. Passe, extend, step. And passe, extend, step. Very good, very good. All right, let's stretch.
Stretch, we got one lesson.
Yay!
I really do like it. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye. My phone's in my pockets is. So, that's good. All right, so we want to keep our hips facing in front, but we're going to bring this leg to the side, then move the other one in. All right, so my whole body's facing front. A lot of times, sometimes we end up sitting this way when we bring that leg. So I just want to make us aware. Yep, stay nice in front. I think last week we pointed, so this week let's flex. So we're flexing. We're going to bring those arms up nice and high, and we're going to hinge at the waist. And make sure you keep that arm up, right? Because if you drop it, I know that we do drop necks, but you lose some of this stretch you get when your arm isn't sort of relaxed anymore in front. And then let's turn on purpose. In my mind, I'm reaching past my leg. I don't know if that's coming across.
Yeah.
But in my mind, man, I'm reaching for that ball over there. All right, let's come on up. Let's look around behind the knee that's bent. And remember, try and stay up nice and tall when you do that. Oh, I got one rack. That was awesome. And then come front. And then we're going to reach front. And you can put your hands on the floor if you'd like. I'm just trying that whole way. Think about reaching to the back wall. Oh, and don't forget this flexed foot. Sometimes we forget about it and it takes a break. And then if you want to drop your hands and drop your chin. I can actually feel the stretching in my back. Can you feel the stretching in the back?
More inside my leg, one that's extended.
Oh, yeah, they're talking to her. Come on up, we're gonna switch. And remember, we're flexing that foot that's straight. Arms up nice and tall. And then hinge at the waist. Don't forget that butt. And then turn, shoulders face your leg. Ooh. And then let's come on up and look around behind the knee that's bent. Oh, I was looking for another crack.
I got it over there.
Oh, everyone.
Bragger.
And then come front, and reach front. And again, you can have your arms up, and on the floor. Your spine. I'm actually gonna draw my chin.
How's your remodel coming along?
Well, it's mostly done.
Yeah?
Come on up. I just don't have a stove or a microwave or one piece of trim that goes around my sink.
That's better.
It's
Did you
much
guys do
better.
it yourself?
No, we had
It was a big remodel.
it was a big addition onto the house and we extended the kitchen and the bathroom. Enjoy the ways. And it went on, it started in March of last year.
She's almost had a year.
Should
Started in March of last year. It was supposed to be done in July.
Oh my god.
Where did you cook if you don't have a stove?
I have my old stove,
Okay.
but I don't have my new
The right
stove.
stuff, yeah.
And my old stove is electric and my new stove is dual. So it's electric oven bottom, but it's, gas burners.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I grew up with gas stoves.
That's all, yeah. That's good.
And this electric thing, I'm not loving it.
I know, my husband hates it, but
Yes.
the cook at our house, yeah.
Because there's a point while I'm making dinner where I turn the pans on and I just either have to wait.
Yeah.
Or I turn them on when I start so that they'll like actually warm up.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Yep.
So if you want them around over. But yes, we're close, but I need a gas line and, you know,
Yeah, there's stuff.
there's stuff.
We need a couple, we want the kitchen done and our bathroom in our bedroom.
Yeah.
We haven't even started to get quotes because we just don't know who.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people want to do remodels because there's so
Yeah.
much new construction
Yeah.
that the people can make more money, you know what I mean? And it goes faster doing new construction.
And I would say the guy that I used was really good at framing and building sort of the infrastructure of it. But when it came to the finish work,
It was very good, yeah.
We also need an outbuilding built.
Yeah.
And I,
You'll have better luck with that, you know,
I
the
know,
guys
we
that
just-
specialize in that.
yeah.
it seems like when we look it up, we just get the national companies, you know?
Yeah. Nobody will.
Yeah.
So well, we still have like 2 minutes left. Yeah, let's do some lunges.
Okay.
We're on our knees. And when I do this, right, so this looks lovely and all, but let's kick that front foot a little further front so that when you lunge, you have some place to go and your knee doesn't get overextended. And yeah, Casey's got the right idea on the
Yeah, she
center
does,
mass.
my knees.
Yeah. That's why I always pull these because my knees are such
Just right now.
loose.
Yeah.
With that bad, yeah.
And try and keep your upper body up nice and tall. Yeah, that's rough on knees. There you go. Well, it won't slide anyway. And then, if you want, you can put those hands in front and slide that front foot. You don't have to.
That's good, right there.
Oh,
This helps.
to the other side. Because the lunge all by itself is a great stretch. So if you don't do the split, it doesn't break my heart.
Good.
But,
I pull myself up for this.
yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, no, that's not what we're looking for here. But I'd like you to feel this all down the front part of this back leg here. And again, we're keeping our upper body up nice and tall. I have my arm down, but I'm not pushing. You actually could push if you wanted to get a little more stretch in your lower back.
I'm calling it.
All right, I'm gonna try my so that I'm not lopsided all day. Oh, that one's tighter.
You know, yesterday when we were talking about, and we were talking about people doing weight training,
Yes.
the conversation I had to listen to last night in the box office with these two ladies talking about their weight training classes. They go, they're my age, they're maybe a little younger than me, but they're definitely in their forties.
Correct.
Maybe late forties. And, oh yeah, and I tore my back up when I had to do the deadlift thing. You know, she showed me the proper way. I think she should have said it before.
Yes.
But it was the whole time I was there before everybody, because I can get there before everybody. But
Right.
I bet for 2 solid hours, that's all they talked
They
about
have that.
was their weight